The pre-crop feature in Shutterstream product photography software is designed to save users a lot of time and effort in image editing post-production. First, we're going to enable our live view. This will stream a real-time preview of what our camera sees onto our monitor. Then place our object in front of the camera. After placing our object, what we will do is enable our crop. That is left click on the button so that it's highlighted in blue, and then click and drag over top of the live view window. As you can see, there's a rectangle that I've defined, and when I hit snap, instead of capturing everything in the camera's viewfinder, it will capture just what's inside the cropped area, as we can see there. Now if I enable live view again, we can go ahead and go into our crop options by clicking the three dot icon. Now there's a few options inside of here that we'd like to highlight. First and foremost, the ability to create a crop profile. So users might wish to use and retain the exact same crop from product to product, from day to day, from month to month, etc. Users can save the crop inside of the software. I'm just going to call this Mike. And we're going to see here that it is saved in the drop down here. So anytime that someone comes and screws up the crop that we previously had, we can go ahead and select the mic crop from the drop down. Again, it will retain the exact same location and size within the live view window. Again, users can save multiple different crop profiles. They can access them via the drop down. To delete a crop profile, you just select the profile, click the X button, and then users can also update previously created profiles by making a change to that crop, then hitting the update profile button. Next thing that users can do, right now the default is crop at a rectangle that is freeform width and height. Users do have full control should they wish to crop at a perfect square, for instance. They enable square, and you can see when I drag my crop left and right, it retains at a 1:1 ratio. Now the next thing what we can do is crop at a custom ratio. So for instance, maybe I want all my images at 1200 by 900 pixels for my website. We will want to enter a custom ratio for our crop. And you typically want to find the lowest common denominator. So 1200 by 900, that lowest common denominator would be, looks like 12 by 9, or a lower common denominator. We could probably get that down 4:3 if required. Anyways. Now what we will do is when we go ahead and draw our crop, you're going to see it retains at that 12:9 ratio. And the last thing what we can do is custom size. Users can define width, height in pixels, and also the location on the X and Y axis in the actual live view. The very last thing which we do strongly suggest is, let me just go back to a rectangle crop here, is to enable our live view cross grid lines. As you can see, now there's just a cross grid line in the middle. This will just make it easier for placing the crop, so that the center of the crop is at the center of the object. And again, when we hit snap, we're going to see here that image is pre-cropped. When I hit live view, it remembers my crop settings that were previously used, so that all I have to do if I want to shoot my same next shooting angle, go ahead and position my object while looking back at my monitor, and I hit snap, and we're going to see all our images are cropped at the exact same ratio there, image 1 and image 2. Now crop is also pretty important when shooting 360. What I'm going to do is just position my object in the center of my turntable here. Looks pretty good there, and I've enabled my turntable settings, and I'm just going to do a pre-rotation. Cropping after the fact, of course we don't want to shoot everything that we see inside of this kind of live view area. So a benefit is with the live view and the crop is as our object rotates on our turntable, we're going to go ahead and just adjust our crop to ensure that our object doesn't fall outside of the cropped area as it rotates over a 360 rotation. Looks pretty good there. And now we can start our 360 shooting. So that's kind of our crop in a nutshell. In our user documentation, we have kind of more advanced and just a better explanation of how it works and the options, etc. If you do have any questions, though, we do offer free tech support, so feel free to reach out. Thank you.